Hey everyone, now that we're locked in our homes, I have some time. I'm cleaning out my suitcases and I found another sample return that I had brought back from Montana. So, if I remember correctly, this one has a higher density than the one in Taiwan. I can't remember the exact numbers. I just know that the closer you get to the Rocky Mountains, the higher the density. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, one of these days, I might do some kind of chemistry experiment to see what I could isolate out of it. I would imagine the first step would probably be to somewhat dissolve it, and then you could probably do electrolysis to get any metals out of it. That would be my instinct. Uh, I have some funny terminology when I go on my trips. Many years ago, I had a bad habit of getting into car accidents, and I remember thinking we were watching the rover uh, Opportunity and then Curiosity, and they both lasted a lot longer than but they had planned to last. So I thought, I used to total a car every 2 years. It would be something if I went 20 years without totaling the car. And now it's been almost 4 years now. I guess the lockdown has kind of helped. Earlier this year, I thought 2020, I'm kind of due for a car accident. I sometimes get that feeling, especially when I've already pushed more than 5 times the distance the last time I went without a car accident. I'm kind of due for a car accident. And so I went back to watch some of the more glorious days of the Curiosity Mars rover, and it's gone that long without a problem. I think that the limiting factor for Curiosity is that it has a radioactive battery which will eventually run out of radiation, and maybe we're not always due for a problem. The Curiosity was supposed to last 6 months, and it's still going today. I hope that the quarantine isn't affecting our missions up there. I would imagine mission control can more or less work from home nowadays. I think they had to evacuate the ISS a few weeks ago. I don't know if there are anybody up there now. But a lot of that stuff can be done from home. So I have some funny names for some of them. We got the rover, right? Unfortunately, I've only done rovers in North America. I normally don't. I've never driven a car anywhere other than Canada, the United States, and Mexico, right? I want to at some point drive in Europe. I see the traffic in Europe, and it looks terrifying, but I think I can handle it. I stayed in a hotel in Amsterdam one time, and I rented a bicycle. That's the closest to a rover mission I've ever done in another continent. Sometimes when I only fly over a state or a country, I call it a flyby mission, right? So what kind of flyby missions have I had? Well, long before I ever stepped foot in the Rocky Mountains, I had lots and lots of flyby missions through the Rockies, right? I've had flyby missions through Siberia. I've never set foot in it. When I go on a road trip, and I actually leave my car, to get groceries or to stretch a little bit or to collect a rock sample, right? I call that an EVA, right? Extra vehicular activity, right? Oh yeah, and my favorite, when I go to a foreign land and I mingle with people there, I call it life exploration. Although for the most part, I'm only exploring Homo sapiens and usually female ones between the age 15 to 35, I would say. That's my target of life exploration. So what do we got? We got sample returns, life explorations, EVAs, rovers. What else did I mention there? Flyby missions when I don't get to land somewhere. Uh, so uh, it just reinforces the idea that everything can be done to perfection because we rarely lose anything in space, right? So it should be the same on Earth. Thanks for watching.